enter or exit a room, how to doff one's hat, and so one's first impressions are the most important, I should say.
Mrs. Washington, how long have you and Mr. Washington lived at Mount Vernon?
Oh, heavens, I suppose it is, what this being the year 1770, nigh 11 years we have been here, and it has changed greatly, I should tell you. When the children and I arrived, some 11 years ago, my Jackie was a lad of 4, nigh 5, and my daughter was 3. And the home has changed greatly. You can imagine a bachelor's cottage, if you will. Mr. Washington had not lived here for some time, as he had been upon the frontier, and well, in order to maintain a plantation, you must live upon it. It took us, oh, I should say a good 2 or 3 years of being here before the plantation was able to maintain itself. And in those early years of our marriage, much time was spent in planting and expanding. In fact, before the children and I arrived, we arrived in April it was. It was the early spring, April of, that would have been 59, we were married in 59. Mr. Washington had raised the roof, both literally and figuratively, from what they still even do give Mr. Washington a bit of difficulty, his brother. But the home had been merely 4 chambers and a half level. When the children and I arrived, it were 2 levels and a half level above. And Mr. Washington is, well, I do not think I have seen a man more pleased than he to be returned to his own fig and vine. And it does put my heart at ease to know that he is far from the threats of, well, the military. He had resigned his military post as a colonel of the Virginia troops, that was with this, the Frenchies and the Indians so many years ago, and he was elected to represent that Frederick County where he holds property. I am pleased to say for these past 5 years, he and Mr. West do represent Fairfax County where we reside, and we do travel with him upon occasion to Williamsburg, as my family is there in the environs and somewhat. And with the social season at hand, there is much coming and going, but so we delight in our opportunities. Now, Mr. Washington is there twice a year, in the spring and in the autumn, and apart from his duties as a burgess, he does have duties in Alexandria and is a member of the vestry. So he has been about, he is not here today, but he is in Alexandria with that of the association papers collecting signatures, so that we might support our Massachusetts brethren. And